Verse 45. The officers then came to the chief priests and Pharisees, who said to them, "Why did you not bring him?" Right? So they came back to the chief priests and Pharisees, who sent them ultimately, and like, so why didn't you bring him? Right? Why is not here? Okay, now sure, they were like, with a voice like, "Why didn't you bring him?" They would have been angry, right? Why did you not bring him? Okay, there might have been a few more harsh words thrown in there, which are not for our consumption. And verse 46, the officers answered, "No one ever spoke like this man." Okay, so there's another explanation as well here why they couldn't lay a hand. I mean, earlier in the chapter we saw because Jesus' hour was not there yet, right? And here is like, but no one spoke like him ever. In the previous chapter, when Jesus said, "You do want to leave as well?" And Peter's answer were like, "You have the words of life. There's no one else we can go." And like here they say, no one spoke like this guy ever. Okay, no one spoke like this man. So we're a little bit afraid here of doing something here because no one ever spoke. They've been, these Christ messiahs, they came and went in those days. There were lots of them. So it's like they would have heard lots of people. I mean, like today there are still this, in the world, there are this Christ or guy calling himself Jesus living there in Siberia in the woods, and people go there to see him, right? He's been quite a little bit late, I guess, maybe to do with the whole Russian war against Ukraine, or as they call it, a special operation, right? But anyhow, so they were a bit afraid, right? So they, although they knew lots of different Christs and Messiahs, and they've seen him, and they've listened to him, and I'm pretty sure quoted a number of them, but none of them spoke like Jesus. Okay, so this is another reason they were not sure. They were sent to do a job, but man, we need more information here before we do something against it. Like later on, Pilate is going to be worried when he hears Jesus, Son of God kind of idea. Okay? Verse 47. The Pharisees answered them, "Have you also been deceived?" Verse 48. Have any of the authorities or the Pharisees believed in him? So the Pharisees are sending the officers to go and bring Jesus, to capture him, bring him. So like, just wait a minute. You're asking, no one spoke. Like, have you been deceived? Has this man with his golden tongue got through to you? And now you don't believe us, but you believe this guy. You rather listen to that guy, right? Have you been deceived? So then I'm saying, oh, no, just wait. These guys came back to us and say, no one spoke like this. Maybe we need to sit back a little bit and think. Okay, right, they have a point here. Maybe we discuss this a bit. Let's discuss it a bit more. No. They were like, here you come back. Where's the guy? No one spoke like him. What? Have you been deceived? No. So clearly, they're not interested in the truth at all. So that is why they then ask us, any of you here believe in him? Any of the authorities, any of our group believe in him? These guys are wrong. Any of you guys believe in him? Oh, look out, don't speak up. Don't speak up, because if you, the answer of the question clearly implies that they don't want to hear the answer that some here believe, because this guy is just a deceiver. That's that. He's just a deceiver. He can't be. There's no even this moment for discussion here. This is not how one goes about things like this, right? This is kind of as well one of the reasons why I was sitting and eating now there at the restaurant, Hornbill restaurant here in the park, or just kind of on the edge of the park, at the bird park. But I mean the bird park, 85 ringgit, super expensive. You can't really go there. But you can go into that restaurant and eat there, a bit expensive, but not that bad. And actually, it's like under the net and some birds come there. But while I was sitting there, I was just as well kind of thinking about all these things and about influencers. I mean, I've been posting through the years a number of photos on Google Maps and quite a number of views on it, right? And I was thinking, I mean, like, am I is what I'm doing here trying to influence you? And I just came up with the answer for myself. So I'm actually an anti-influencer, because influencers teach you to think like they do, right? I believe like this. This is the best thing to eat. This is the best thing to buy. No, that is an influencer. I'm like, no, I want you to stop and think, right? That's what I'm trying to achieve, is for you to stop being influenced by people like me, okay? But to start thinking for yourself. Like these guys, they were influencers. Right? They were not caring at all about what Jesus was saying. Not at all. They didn't care about that. These guys soldiers who've seen lots of these messiahs and caught a number of them, now all of a sudden is worried and coming to them for an answer. He says, maybe, tell us something. The answer is just plain and simple, no, he's not. Get out of here, you're deceived. That's all. Okay? They influence us. They don't care about the truth, as long as you do it the way I do it. Okay? But that's the whole point. I want you to think. Right? Jesus wants you to think. He is trying, he's speaking to the people, he's telling them that if they think, then they would be able to. But yes, we know again, without the Spirit, you'll never, because you know the truth, but you don't want to know the truth, because your works are evil, dark, that's all.